right? And you got to know when to put your foot on the brake and when to put your foot on the gas. There are some people just like this all the time. They want to miss it, but you got to put your foot on the brake sometimes. All right, so volunteers versus recruitment. What do you think that we should recruit for our ministries and our? I mean, do you think we should recruit for people to become a part of our ministry, or should we just let it happen by osmosis? What's your thoughts on that? I mean, people join the church, you just think nobody need involved, you just kind of let them get in where they fit in. What are y'all thoughts about that?
Well, I think that when people join the church, you should see how they, how they work or whatever, and then yeah, you should recruit in ministry and everything. That's what I think. I wouldn't just. I would encourage them to join a ministry in the church, but then I would, like I said, see how they work in the church, see how they work around other people, and then
Okay.
But sometimes when you have people that join a church, they might have been in another church for a number of years, and they might have been in a ministry there. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like there's nothing wrong with a person making it known that I have been in this ministry, I love this ministry, and I have a desire to work in this ministry. At that point, we have the church has the option to bring them in, trial basis or whatever, give them the opportunity. It's always better when someone wants to serve from their heart, because they're gonna put more into it. And like you say, when you ask people and they do it because you're asking them, you're not gonna get the same benefit. And some people know what their gift is.
I agree. So what y'all think about what Karen just said? Huh? What's that?
I mean, that's true, but sometimes some people are just waiting for that invite,
Yeah.
So it's nothing wrong with advertising, what your ministry is about. And then you give them an opportunity to decide, this is what I did there, and this may be something I like to do here.
So we got two things on the table. Calvin says, and Deke says, Deke says we should invite, recruit. Jack says we should invite recruit. Calvin says we should. You said a whole lot. Basically, said
If it's something you enjoy doing it, you have,
let them be led by their own conviction. All right. So if we let them be led by their own conviction, and Sister Jack is saying that sometimes people are waiting for an invitation, then we must have leaders that are sensitive to both sides of the spectrum. That everybody just ain't gonna become a part of your ministry because you're the ministry head. That you're gonna have to go to some people and ask them. Some appointments that I made, I ain't asked nobody, I just appointed. All right? And so now some people have come to me and said what Jackie said. Well, I mean, I was waiting on the opportunity, I didn't know that, but I'm glad you asked me. Some people afraid, some people don't know what to do. But here's the thing about being a leader in ministry. What you gotta understand is, if you're the leader over a ministry, you ain't the head boss. All right? It ain't your ministry. It's God's church. These are God's people, and everybody grown. And so you have to treat people in a way, you have to lead people in a way where they want to be, that they want to be a part of ministry. I think what has happened is there are some people, like Sister Jackie said, that don't think you want them to be a part of your ministry because you don't never say that to them. Just in passing. I see it every Sunday, every Sunday, every Wednesday. There are some people that don't ever say nothing that nobody knew, but the folk that you comfortable with and you talk to. And what I'm saying to each of you around this table is that what God is about to do with us where we are now you have to get out, first of all, you have to get off your high horse, and you have to get out of your comfort zone, because what we are doing in this city can be taken across this nation if we package it right. That's what I'm telling you. What I'm telling each of you around the table is what we doing from the outside look real good. Don't nobody really know but us. That sometimes looks can be deceiving. But I'm telling you what it looks like from the outside. So what the reason I want to talk about this, like we talked about this, we in 1 Corinthians 12:4, for those of you that don't know what we are, is because we're gonna have to get this, and we're gonna have to get this real quick. All right. So I think in some instances we take people that want to volunteer, then in some instances you need to recruit. I don't think that everybody, just because they got a good job or this, that, and the other, doing stuff in the community, I don't think everybody that's, back in the day in church, if you had a decent job, they made you a deacon, and just we got to tough them out, that's what it was. But then, I knew a whole lot of folks that were stealing too. That were deacons. Count money every Sunday. I mean, that's just reality. Some of them sleep with the Lord, and some of them still stealing. But, just because they, you don't put no hungry person around no money. I mean, yeah, you get across that. So, all right, so let's go a little further. I want to deal with this. So we're gonna volunteer versus recruitment. I think we can do both of them. It just depends on how we do it. Tanika left off talking about the administration of gifts. But you got to understand, if a leader or church staff, as Kev said, is that they burden with their responsibility of wanting to lead this ministry and do it unto God and want the ministry to do well. I believe people that have the burning for the ministry will do better than sometimes people that you invite. Now, it just depends on, sometimes I was talking to a pastor today, and he had a new member join, and she's a lawyer, and he was saying how she just came in on fire. She didn't want to step on no toes, but she just had a passion, to get stuff, asking about 501c3 and stuff that the church really needed, but nobody really knew how to do it. And he was like, hey, I just gave it on to her. I was like, well, that's just, it happened like that sometimes, so that's good. So I believe that what we have to do is, when the pastor gives you something to do, first of all, you need to pray and ask, is this something you want to do? Because I might want Deep to lead the men and the boys, but that might not be where his passion is. And so if that's not where your passion is, then you need to be man and woman enough to say, I think I'll serve better in this capacity. Am I making sense? All right? It's just like if somebody, I don't care how much they paying for youth ministry. I don't care if they paying $250,000 a year. I ain't gonna never, if somebody say, well, I see you working and you, no, you don't. That ain't my heart, so if I only like my own children, so I want to put them out. So, I know I don't want to deal with nobody else's children. It's 7 days in a week, I like them 5, the other 2 days, but, and I know that about me, and I'm very honest, and I'm upfront with that, and I know that I struggle with that. That's why I put people that love children. Y'all handle that. And here's the thing, the word is going to break or make us. We got to learn as leaders how to delegate. If stuff can't run without you, it's something we ain't doing right in our ministry. I should have, if I go on vacation 2-3 weeks, everything should run just like I was here. It's a poor leader that can't lead, got to always keep their eye on, what they doing, what they own. They always got to put, we ain't micromanaging folks, because we understand that, people come and people go. All right? So let's read some more Tanika. I think you left off on that administration Something else said.
And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which we work with all in all.
Go ahead.
But the manifestations of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit.
All right, start right now. So what we gotta do is when you leave, I believe secondly, the thing that you need to have an attitude of ownership. Not that it's yours, but you gotta have an attitude of, you know, this is the ministry that I've been assigned, and I'm gonna find out as much information that I need to find out about this particular ministry that I've been assigned to. I think one reason why ministries are not successful is because we in somebody else's lane. I had a conversation today with a pastor in the fellowship. You know, they worried about, you know, this, that, and the other. And I say, well, first of all, you ain't on no level with the presiding bishop, number one. And number two, sometimes if you tend to your own grass, maybe it'll start growing. You want to critique everybody else and what everybody else doing, look at what you're doing. Charity starts at home, right? And spread it out. So you got to take an attitude of ownership. So let's talk a little bit. I'm moving swift. I'm kind of skipping over some stuff. I'll come back to it in the next couple of weeks. But I want to talk about communication to a communication system when we're leaders. And I know we got group me and all that and all that and all that. I mean, I know we got all that, which is okay, which is an okay communication system. But I'm gonna tell you what works best. You need paper trail, email folder, put receipt, blind copy the pastor. Because you know, everybody in ministry ain't saved now. I'm just gonna tell you, I mean, this is all there to it. So, yeah, I ain't in y'all group either, and I don't want to be in y'all group either. But what I'm saying is, as leaders, because of what we're doing and because of so much information that is gonna be available to us to help our ministry, you're gonna need an email list. Everybody don't text. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, but most people got an email, and if they ain't got no email, they should have got an email. All right, and so those are some strategic things that we will do move forward. And then what we got to do as leaders, we gotta affirm people's talents and gifts. All right, okay, perfect example. I tell Mo all the time, like we were out eating. Mo Taylor. We through eating now. We at a restaurant. What's she doing? I'm like, Mo, what are you doing? I'm just used to it. She got the gift of hospitality. She love to do it. I mean, it just in her. It comes second nature. All right, so what we got to start doing is we got to start affirming people that have those type of gifts and those type of gifts. You do know that the gift of hospitality is a spiritual gift. All right? So, as Joseph Walker told them a couple of years ago at Full Gospel, because, you know, some folks saying, you know, they ain't going to be filled with Holy Ghost because he ain't speaking in tongues. He said, I might not speak in tongues, but I got to give an administration, and it's the same spirit. All right? So, you got to affirm people that have gifts and have talents, and to watch this, it's going to be a stickler for us. Let them do it. Let them do it. Like, I think that sometimes, let me see, how can I say this? I'm gonna try to be mild since it's not a perfect thing. I think that there are many people among us have hidden talents and gifts. But as Sister Jackie said, they're waiting on somebody to ask them. And so sometimes we got to be inclusive with people that maybe we haven't been inclusive with in the past. To bring them in, to make them feel like that. Well, not make them feel, but to let them be be a part of the ministry in another way. Some people just come to church and go home. And so when people come to church and go home, you have a revolving door effect. And so everybody around this table mostly are involved in some type of ministry. That's why you plugged in. That's why you still here. But what about the people that are not in ministry? Those are the people that stray away. All right? Those are the people that claim us, but we ain't seen them in the last 6 months. Don't know them. All right? Read on to the from almost this 6:30.
To another, faith by the same Spirit. To another, the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. To another, the working of miracles. To another, prophecy. To another, discerning of spirits. To another, diverse kinds of tongues. To another, the interpretation of tongues. But all these work with that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
So all that stuff she just read has how many spirits?
The same.
The same spirit. I believe, as I come around the corner, I believe that if we're gonna use the recruitment style of ministry, you gotta, all kinds of stuff going on. I don't, I think differently. I can spot a pyramid anywhere. I mean, folk into selling stuff now. They selling this on you, be your own boss, be your own business, whatever. Okay, whatever. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's you paying for something, somebody else getting something off of what you buy, you sell for that, and it's just stacking and it's just a pyramid. Here's the thing. You gotta have, now, let's just say, how you go in the mall and you have a little, I ain't been in the University Mall so long, but let's just say, okay, I've been to Galleria in the last 6 months, I think. Okay, so those little areas outside of the store, the people that's walking up to you saying, sample this, and you trying to walk. Now you got a destination, you trying to go somewhere, and they trying to get you, put this lipstick on, how many people actually stop and you let them people talk you into whatever they just be honest. How many of y'all stop? You don't stop? How many of y'all stop? Some of y'all stop. Oh yeah, I already know that.
If it's something that look like it might be interesting, but if it don't look like it,
If it looks, say that again.
that man kept on trying to give me a massage. When I went to New Orleans in the mall twice. I'm like, every time you pass by, he trying to go. I mean, he actually was putting his hand like,
Like, all right, so we got those little spots in the mall. So those are, you in the mall, but you got another shop where you got little entities, whatever they call them, I don't know what they call them. But anyway, kiosks, you got them. Now, if you in the mall, what's the purpose of the kiosk? You going to Macy's, you going to Belt, you going to what else is in our Galleria? You going to all that stuff. Why do they have a kiosk in the middle of, I think it's American Eagle, Hollister's, Banana Republic, Victoria don't tell nobody, all this stuff. Then you got my favorite, Auntie Anne's. I'm always gonna get a pretzel dog with lemonade and Jesus' name. You got all this stuff in the mall, but you also have these little kiosks within the big picture of the mall. Why?
Because somebody, as many people that come to the mall, somebody, more than somebody gonna stop. It's just that simple.
Okay.
I mean, it may be 100 people make it back, but eventually somebody's gonna stop.
So watch this. I'm glad you said that. So The church is like a big mall. Your ministries are the kiosks.
Okay.
It ain't the mall. The mall gonna sell itself. The folk gonna come for the preacher. The folk gonna come for the preacher. The folk gonna come for the singer. But on their way, they pass by kiosks.
Okay.
And if it's always closed and the shade down and ain't nobody over there, you know, some of them folk, like Andrew just said, the man that was giving the son, he was asking to touch it. In other words, he trying to get you to come to the kid. But you got somebody, you know, some folk like, okay, I know Mac. Like Mac, everywhere, the music going, you know, somebody gonna have on some praise and makeup and all that, you know, it's just, that's just how they roll. Most likely it's gonna be a male and a female, one gonna be, you know, yeah, alter ego, all that kind of stuff. But look how they sell it.
Yeah.
It's enticing. So what I'm saying to you is, okay, yeah, they come to church, they're gonna hear the choir sing, they're gonna hear the preacher preach, but on their way out, what are they gonna hear from the kiosk?
Okay.
We hear you.
Yeah.
Cause ain't no way we can, there is no way with the crowd that we have. I think we put down 150 chairs and there wasn't many chairs that were empty Sunday, which was, it was okay. I mean, that was a pretty decent crowd. I mean, so we looking for more folks. So you saying you put down 150 chairs for church. All right? Put down 150 chairs for church. And you know, we went in church, I don't know what I said. I knew when nobody gonna join Sunday because I don't even know what I said. I was so high. I mean, I saw Jesus, archangels. I thought he was coming to get me one time. I mean, it was so high to hell. But anyway, I said all that to say this: if we think of what I just told you when you go back to your various ministry, and here's the thing. And there's nothing wrong with being in 2 or 3 ministries. But in reality, you can only do 1 or 2 things with a burden on your heart. I can't be in the choir. Let me see what we got there. I don't even know some of that stuff I said. I can't be in the choir, Sunday school teacher, count money, signing checks, over to you. I can't have a burden for all of that and do it all at the same number. Like you gotta choose, okay, this what I'm this first, this second, this third. And even though you like folk in other ministries and you want them to know, you don't want them to think that you don't support what they're doing as a leader and all that kind of stuff, you still gotta pick what you're gonna do first, what you're gonna do second, what you're gonna do third. Because what will happen is you will become fashion fab. Because don't nobody wear fashion fab no more. Nobody wear fashion fab no more. Folk on Mac. I mean, we can go further than that. I mean, Avon. I thought Avon was our big. my mom worked for the state. Everybody at Potlow and Bright sold Avon. Everybody. Everybody. So you can buy me the little, whatever that little stuff was. That stuff was stinging. I'm like, man, I ain't glad here. Like no white folk. Yeah, I think all. I'm talking about they buy the whole set, the body white. What it do? Avon, all right? So everybody was selling Avon, but here's the thing. When you looking for something, I'm gonna say this. One thing, two things that I don't do. Number one, I'm not a duplicator. I'm an innovator. All right. I'm always praying about my next move, about what I'm praying about this ministry. I don't have time to worry about what somebody else doing over here. I don't even want to duplicate what they doing. All right? Simply because if we simply duplicate what everybody else doing, what's the difference in Fashion Fair and Mac? difference in Burger King and McDonald's? What's the difference in McDonald's and Wendy's? They all sell the hamburgers. I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. Marketing. Huh? McDonald's got better french fries. Alright, they just got better french fries. But the truth of the matter is, if Sonic burgers, Sonic got some good burgers. Sonic got some good. If you have a Sonic burger with some McDonald's fries, you'll be in the game. But watch this. I'm making a point, and I'm Wendy's Fox. I don't eat Fox, but I don't drink Fox. But yeah, they say they good. I'm making my point that you don't go to Wendy's for fries. Some people don't. I mean, I'm gonna tell you who got the best fries. No. I'm gonna tell you who got the best fries in the world. Fresh cut. Jim and Nick's. He knew had some good fries. But I said all that to say this. All of these places are serving basically the same items on their menu. But the difference is they know how to market. They know how to package it. And the whole thing is, I ain't saying you got to go out there with a sign and become a recruiter for Oasis. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But what I am saying is that y'all gonna quit walking around here just speaking to who you want to speak to. And you're gonna start being nice to everybody. Cause what we're doing, we're stagnating. In other words, what I'm saying is, if people outside seeing what we're doing is so great, then why we can't see it on the inside? The reason that we're in the position that we in, y'all do know. I'm done, Dave. You can turn it off. Thank y'all or whoever's on here, whatever. Y'all do know that